What is up, Hardcore Nation? It's Hardcore Christopher here, and today I'm bringing you some more Hero or Villain Genesis. Now, yesterday we had an exciting battle against the Steel Aeronaut, and we ended up getting ran down like a skunk. But we survived, probably with and we're probably sore, so let's continue right now. Once home, you sit on the sofa for a bit, trying to regain your energy. Another person would be exhausted after the fight, but given your high stamina, you feel like you could still do something else this evening. There are a number of different things that you could do this evening. The newspaper you read the day after your first encounter with the black cockroach mentioned how Mr. Watson, a notorious property developer with alleged links to a powerful crime syndicate, was acquitted of several charges yesterday when one of the key witnesses failed to show up in court. You could try to see if you can find out more about Mr. Watson. On a number of occasions, you have spent your evenings patrolling the streets of New York. This has allowed you to detain a number of petty criminals and drug dealers, helping make the city a safer place. Not far from your apartment, there is a darts bar. There's a darts bar where you could spend a few hours practicing your aim. Alternatively, you could join one of the many martial arts gyms in the city and try to improve your fighting skills. This could also be a good occasion to buy some weapons or gear. These could come in handy in a future fight, as your superpowers might not be enough to get you out of every situation. Given that you are injured, it might also be a good idea to go to the hospital and get your injuries treated. However, your health insurance is rather basic, so this could prove to be expensive. Finally, you could also always stay home and build a new gadget or prototype. Let's patrol the streets of New York. You set out and walk along the streets of New York dressed in civilian clothes in order not to attract any attention. In the past, most of the problems you've witnessed have been in the poorer and less lit up parts of the city. So you head to those and spend your time wandering in and out of small alleyways. After a few hours of walking, you start to feel tired and hungry and decide to get something to eat at a small corner shop. The selection of food in there is rather poor, but At least it will fill you up while you continue with your surveillance. When you are about to go pay, you suddenly hear somebody shouting the girl at the girl on the cash register. Pass me all the money. Through one of the mirrors at the end of the corridor, you can see that the man is holding a gun to her face and appears to be rather agitated. There are some cardboard boxes right next to you, and a space between them where you swiftly put your suit on. Stepping out, you see the girl has just wait. Stepping out, you see that the girl has just about finished emptying the register. At that point, the man gestures for her to lie on the ground, to lie on the floor, and hurries towards the door. Tried to influence him. Let's become a shadow so that he cannot see where I am. You become a shadow, and it is clear that your opponent cannot see where you are. You then walk over and take the gun away from his hand, pushing him into a corner. Paralyzed by fear, he just stays there. The shop attendant calls the police, and minutes later they arrive and apprehend the robber. Thank you, Mega Puma. We really appreciate your help. After saying goodbye to them, you return home satisfied that you did your little bit tonight to make the city safer. You feel how your regeneration powers are healing your body, repairing wounded tissues. The following day, you make sure to get to the office as soon as you can, though the look that you get from Fred clearly indicates that leaving the office before finishing your layout hadn't gone down too well. Good morning. Emily wants to see you straight away in her office. You better go there, as she didn't seem in the best of moods yesterday afternoon after she noticed that you were gone. You see a number of other colleagues looking at you through the partitions, whispering. The entire office seems to be aware that Emily is annoyed with you, and you've clearly become the subject of much chit-chat. Good morning, Fred. Let's go good morning. Fred continues to give you a worried look. Thanks, I think it's probably for the best, but be careful. I think she might bite. You thus walk down the corridor toward Emily's office, who doesn't indeed appear to be in the best of moods. How nice of you to show up this morning. Where is it that you went, and what is it that And what is it that is more important than this layout? Do you think you can just walk in and out of the office whenever it suits you? You might be the most intelligent round here, but that doesn't mean you can do whatever you want. You hesitate for a few seconds. Emily is looking straight into your eyes, demanding to know the truth. However, telling her about your alter ego could potentially be very dangerous, not only for yourself, but for all those who work around you, sensing that you're unwilling to provide a straight answer. Emily continues, "Well, I guess I'm not going to get the truth out of you. Maybe you went to a job interview, or you just don't care about this job. I'm I'm past caring, and this is your final chance, unless I have this layout on my desk by the end of the afternoon. Consider yourself fired. I'm really sorry something important came up, but I promise." Let's go with the first one. Emily seems to relax a little. "August, you really need to understand the importance of that layout and how many things depend on it. Please finish it by the end of the day, by the end of the afternoon." Slowly, you return to your desk and start your computer. As you do this, John pops his head up over the partition. "Good day. Good day. That really was some shouting. Anyway, I wouldn't have expected anything less considering how you left yesterday. What made you leave so early? It looked as if you were making more making good progress with that layout. I had a very urgent personal matter to attend to, but everything is okay." Let's go with the first one. John nods and returns to work, leaving you to turn on your computer and slowly get into things. For the rest of the day, you hardly move your eyes away from the computer, only taking short breaks to go to the bathroom or get a drink from the kitchen. You briefly encounter Richard as you're walking along one of the corridors, and he laughs ironically as he brushes past you. "Oi! Well done yesterday. Your stupidity managed to surpass my greatest expectations." "Look, Richard, me and you are gonna have a problem. Shut up." Finally, by the end of the day, you manage to have something that you can be proud of. It actually took you much longer than you had anticipated yesterday, but you're almost convinced that it will get Emily off your back for a while. You attach it to an email and send it from your computer and relax in your chair for a while, happy that you finally managed to get rid of that layout. From over the partition, you see John getting ready to leave. I'm calling it a day. Did you manage to finish your layout? Yes, I just sent it. I'm being the nicest guy out there. John turns or John turns around and leaves, and you prepare to switch off the computer and also head home. Then you see that an email from Emily has just arrived in your inbox. August, I do hope that it's better than the last draft I saw. I'll I'll go through it straight away. Nevertheless, I have some more work for you. Please check the attachment below. I accept this new layout finished. I expect this new layout finished by the end of next week. You sigh and turn off the computer. On your way out, you can see that the light in Emily's office is still on, and you have no doubt that she must be going through your layout already. Anyway, it's been a hard day, and you deserve some rest before starting on your new layout. Clearly, you had never thought that being a superhero would be so difficult. On your way home, that night you buy a newspaper which once again talks about you in the headlines. Mega Puma battles Steel Aeronaut. If this continues, you'll need an album to keep all the newspaper articles, and you wonder at which point other superheroes stop collecting them. The newspaper also has a lengthy article on a serial killer who might be operating around the Hudson River. What's a Hudson River? Hudson River. There we go. Targeting solitary characters who are walking alone around Hell's Kitchen. Panic has spread in the area, and everybody has stopped walking along the dockland areas late at night. Any workers in the area have armed themselves with baseball bats and only operate in groups. The police statement simply states that they are working on the case and recommend that people shouldn't walk alone in the areas close to the river at night. You feel how your regeneration powers are healing your body, repairing wounded tissues. You feel that you have enough psychic energy to attempt to enter and manipulate somebody's dreams. Do you wish to try that? There is no need for me to do something like that. No. Clearly, manipulating somebody's dreams for no reason isn't really very ethical. Thus, you quickly give up on this idea. Over the course of the following week, you try to be in the office as long as possible, as you feel you should atone for your disappearance to fight the Steel Aeronaut. However, you still have quite a lot of time left until the deadline. You could try to work really hard on the layout or spend some time or spend some of your time studying something else while at the office. I'll concentrate on my layout as much as possible. Let's concentrate on the layout to get him to not have another hissy fit by Emily. Conscious that Emily is still rather annoyed, you try not to leave the office until she does, which usually means staying late at night and quickly eating a sandwich at your desk. You never know when Captain Velarde's radio will be calling. For you again, and it would be better to be as advanced as possible with your layout in case you have to lose any time later on. Overall, you feel that the week drags on and you look forward to getting some time off. During the weekend, it seems the general mood in the office is similar, and even John is fairly quiet. Thursday night, you stay a couple of extra hours at the office before slowly returning home. Okay, guys, I'm ending it there. My voice is dry. I'm gonna go get me some water. I hope you all enjoyed this installment of Hero or Villain Genesis. We're not really doing that much. We're just working on. We finished a layout that Emily was breathing down our necks for. Then she sent us another layout to get done by the end of the week. So we're just working hard, being nice, and that's that. Oh, and we stopped a store robbery. So there's that as well. I hope you all enjoyed. I'm Hardcore Christopher. Don't forget to like because I love to hear your feedback. When you like it, not only does it make me feel warm and fuzzy inside, but it also gives me ideas on what you like to see from me. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell for every single time I upload a video, because I upload once a day, usually. And don't forget to make your opinion be known down in the comment section below, because I love hearing from all you beautiful people. I'm Hardcore Christopher. Keep it hardcore, everyone.